All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. We're picking up where our group had left off. They had just survived an encounter with an unknown well, effectively. Seems to be of unknown origin along with the statues. The group was trying to figure out whether or not what to do and decided to set up camp. I think Shino needs to wait a day before she can send that message, correct? Or do you have
I
that
mean,
prepped?
well, we leveled up, and I gained spell slots, so technically I don't know how you want that to happen.
I'll allow it if you want for speed that things up with that.
Then that would be the extra slot she would take.
Sounds good.
And she is also taking guidance, for the record.
Perfect. What message are you sending exactly?
Well, where are we sending this? I guess we need to discuss with the group.
So is it like a paper message, or is it a limited message that would be a message spell?
Let's see.
Just give a message to an animal and it can.
So it's like
translate that
tie a paper to a bird.
It speaks the message out loud.
Yeah, it speaks the message.
Okay, so is it's not limited in characters like message spell? Because we have like 25 words or some shit with message or something.
No, it doesn't say it's limited at all. The
Not
only
limited,
limit is the distance. Yeah.
Okay. Evil hole in the ground, speaking deep speech. What do?
That's really short.
I mean, it's succinct.
Yeah. We're not going to get anything back, though, I realize. So is it even worth it?
Well, the thing is, do we want to have them come instead of...
How are they going to get here? Who's going to take them?
We could tell them to use the gold in the vault to hire guys to get them out here. There's a little bit of gold in the vault.
They have access to our vault?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either.
Or we could tell them we could reimburse them. I don't know.
How much money would they need?
Yeah, how much would it cost for them to hire guards to get guards out here? Like, how much would it cut into our profit from finding this thing if we did that with that route?
Also, are we just talking about like claiming this place?
More like making sure it gets in the right hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
What? I will say this. You do know that the researchers that are waiting do have city guard with them.
City guard is trustworthy enough. We saved the sun, right?
Yeah, if they're
trying
with
to remember
the temple.
why we didn't trust these researchers.
Well, we weren't sure who.
Yeah.
It's just because people died here. That's why.
And it's a creepy hole that speaks deep speech.
Well, yeah. Fair. Yeah. There's, I guess, the only thing that would trigger, would be the mages that are attached to the Murder Cheetah Lex thing, and if they were involved in this research team.
Yeah. Do we know if it was them?
Anyone
I know the main
tied are dead, more than likely. Unless you're talking about the people that sent the Thieves Guild. That person you let go, and everyone got captured.
Yeah, that was the dude with the arm that ripped off his own arm, and he's supposedly gone.
Yeah, he said he's just gone. You don't know where he went, but
then I guess technically Sheena wouldn't have a reason to untrust the researchers. I guess I don't know. We might just want to.
Trash just wants money, so Trash doesn't care who we turn it to.
Do we just want to send up the flare then?
If nobody else has any objections,
The flare sounds like a good idea, since we can't afford to waste money at the moment.
I can still ask a bird to let. I keep calling her. What is the woman's name that we've worked with?
Cecilia or
Cecilia?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
Yeah,
named
Cecilia.
yeah, Cecilia. Yep.
I can still ask a bird to give the message to Cecilia. Maybe she could research.
or join up like could we see if that they could send one of our researchers with the people?
I think they're in 2 different places, is what Fluffy was
Yeah.
saying.
They're
Okay.
about halfway out.
Oh, okay.
They just didn't approach any further.
They wanted to make sure it was safe to approach. I see.
That's what they hired a group to make sure it was safe, and then they were going to approach or leave, depending on the message that you give them. You can send a flare, be like, "No one come here," or a flare like, "We need people here."
Oh, so there's like a
for
red
some
flare
reason.
and a green flare, basically.
Yeah, you can either have nobody here, or you can bring people here and then see if they should keep it from people from just messing of it, or prevent any more incursions, or what, or let research continue. Your choice.
I mean, I'm cool with just saying, hey, calling them here and just being like, look, this is bad shit, and then it's on them.
Yeah.
That's the way Trash would think.
Yeah.
Like, if I get paid more if they come, so that would be my motivation for that.
I'm okay. Sheena would be okay with that. I think though it might be good to have somebody researching this. At least from afar. They don't have to come, but letting Cecilia know what we found
Yeah, I
ahead of
think that's a
time
good idea.
might give her, time to read
A
up if
week's worth
anything.
to read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always worth a.
Trash would ask, Field Medic, you seem to be good at taking notes and drawings. Can you document this place while we wait so that Cecilia has something to look at when we get back?
Oh, yes, of course. Field medic pulls out a notebook from their medical bag and starts taking down some extensive notes.
I mean, I'm going to assume Trash has noticed you writing shit down because you seem to write stuff down around,
Yes.
So.
Can you also make a quick sketch of this area? I know my spell allows the bird to speak it, but I can also ask the bird if they wouldn't mind a small drawing attached to their leg.
Field medic nods and starts drawing little statues and whatnot, and the look of the hole and all of that.
Go ahead and make me. What does skill check be?
Dex maybe.
So you said that the guys that we're going to summon to come here are what, like a couple days away, a week away?
About a week. Give or
So
take.
we have some time a couple days to document this place before they get here. So we could take a couple days, summon them, take a couple days to document it, and the bird will still get to Cecilia before.
Yeah, it just depends on how much time you want to give her to research before you get there.
Yeah.
It'll take us what, 2 weeks to get back?
Yeah. If you
So
send,
so she'll have 2
she'd have like
weeks.
3 weeks.
2 weeks to research before we get back.
Yep. We got time.
So we could summon them, take a couple days to get shit drawn and get some good rolls on drawing and documenting, and then send the bird. It'll still have a 2-week lead.
I'll say if you take the time and like just a little throughout this week, I will not require a roll.
Yeah, that's pretty much Field
Yeah, do
medic's
we wanna
idea.
do it that way, or
That sounds good to me.
Assuming that we don't start getting weird symptoms from being so close to that hole.
Well, yeah, there's that.
yeah,
We'll
we'll see what happens. See how many of us should we all like tie ourselves to something when we go to sleep so we don't sleepwalk into it?
That was what she was gonna do. Because she might, might be doing things.
I did for everyone in the bottom right hand corner. I did set up your tent thing that you have, so you have an option of that as well. Because I was not sure.
I mean, Trash did find like a book in the stuff, right? Some research notes.
Mm-hmm.
Read through that. Maybe hand them over to field medic. Once Trash reads through them, hand them over to field medic to add to her or their stuff.
If I recall right, it's in a language that I don't currently understand.
It was in Elvish, I think. I had
Yeah.
to cast something to read it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know
It is
what
an
you can
Elvish.
read.
No. The Elvish was the tower. That
Yeah,
was
I did find some field notes in the tents. What were they? And just like
Yeah, what language
those were
is this
those
one
were
in?
uncommon.
okay.
Okay.
All right, so yeah.
Because a lot of these researchers were
Okay,
mixed
so it's
races,
not
it
it's
was-
not more books in there. It's the field notes from in here. Okay, cool. So I got
Yeah.
field notes further down the
Uh,
place.
the field notes basically didn't seem they didn't make any breakthroughs in this yet. They were more just like doing what you're doing, documenting. That's how you figured out the statues weren't here. That were probably what turned into those creature-like things. They did make note that it's deep speech.
And am I wrong in remembering that somebody was putting bells on these statues, or is that something
yeah,
else? I
The
was
two
thinking
that
of?
are marked.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there's two
I was
two
just
that are
double
marked by
checking
bells.
checking on that because I'm like, wait a second, bells.
Yep. Chino had like two little like leather pieces with there's two little like bells, small ones, and so she put them on those two.
Yeah. Going through the notes, the only thing that strikes you as odd is nothing seemed to happen. Like there was no oddities at first, but the oddities started increasing as time went on. Are you guys sharing these notes? What you would be sharing this information with everybody?
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, Trash would, because Trash is going to read them too before handing them over.
Anyone that is proficient in nature, please make me a nature check.
I am not.
I am.
I am.
I have a high score in nature, but I do not have proficiency.
Is there any sort of, since this is an int check in the jungle area, does this count as advantage for my terrain?
This is not because it has nothing to do with the jungle.
Cool. 8.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it. But as the time frames being mentioned, where these events are getting more frequent, Rodin, you realize as the moon cycles got closer to the full moon, that's when things were starting getting worse.
Mm.
Now the full moon already passed. Now it's coming back again.
How long do we have, Rodan? if you share that information.
Yeah, I'll share. I'll share what I.
All right,
let's
field medic
see.
adds that to the notes.
Oh God. You got maybe. See, that'd be this day. I'd say someone roll me a d6. Oh, wait, that's
Okay.
interesting.
5.
You have 5 days.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, well then.
At least you didn't roll a 1.
Well, that's good.
All right, so that means, by your calculations, Rodin, we're going to need to be on high alert at nighttime in 5 days.
You think it is a good idea to stay here for that time?
I mean, that's part of the
We
job.
have
Yeah.
If you just want the extra money, we have to stay.
Nothing seemed to mentally affect the researcher. He
Suppose
just
this is the
noticed
point.
different weird things.
And
There's
maybe
no
now that
still-
the statues are gone, you know,
It would
Ronan.
still be best to be on alert. Yes.
I think it's generally best to be on the alert in the jungle always, right?
Correct me. One of the spells that you used, it seemed to pull energy from the moon, right?
Yes. That's why I know the moon cycles.
She kind of gets like a little like mischievous, like kind of grin on her face. What would happen if you cast it in the hole? Just thought
Oh.
it could be bad.
This seems like a very dangerous experiment. Perhaps everyone should stay far away while you do this.
Maybe
I
we
was just I didn't say we should do it. I just was
Yeah,
curious
I-
what would
I
happen if
think
you did.
I just think we shouldn't do it at all.
Oh,
I mean,
where's your sense of fun?
it might simulate the full moon. So whatever would happen on the full moon, it might happen.
Oh, well, we could prepare ourselves and know what to expect.
I
Just a
mean,
thought.
I'd expect statues coming to life, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that we should do it now. It's just a thought. Calm down. Looks at Sean.
Well, I mean, we have 5 days. Let's gather. We could gather vines from the jungle and like wrap these existing statues up.
We also haven't looked around at the rest of this place either. We don't know what's in the other outside ring too. Just something else.
Yeah, there wasn't much. Just an animal pen with some dead cats and the tents. Trash went around the perimeter while you guys were mucking with the statues. That's why she ended up down here and went through the tents to find books.
A pen with dead cats, you say?
Yeah, those big ones that they ride on. I think that's what you said, Fluffy. That there were some
Yeah.
dead mount cats up there.
Yeah, the jungle Jaegers, which wouldn't be uncommon. They could A group like this would definitely be able to afford that.
Did you see how they were killed?
I didn't like
S-
look over them. I just saw that they
Okay.
were dead.
Okay, Sheena's gonna go up there while everyone's kind of drawing and doing stuff, and she's gonna go check them out.
It'd be medicine or nature, your choice.
Let's do. Oh,
I'll
it's
put
the
you up there.
same. It don't matter.
I'll just put you in there.
15.
Yeah, looking at it, very similar wounds, if not more more defensive than the people. These are tough things to kill. But there are similar necrotic and stab wounds, basically. So necrotic energy in the daggers.
Are they still like since they were for riding, do they still have like their bridles and saddles on, or were they just in the pen just with nothing else on?
They didn't have it. The bridles are kind of set off to the side, like along here. They don't have them on them actively at the moment.
Yeah.
There are 3 bridles.
Okay. Sheena's just going to just sit there for probably a good period of time and just I mean, she doesn't have a spell, but she will basically just try to commune the spirits to make sure that they passed on okay. And she'll just sit up there for a while.
Do that. Get kind of. You can feel the breeze increase, just kind of affirming, almost an affirming way. Just as nature kind of answers. It always does.
She's gonna chill up there for a while, probably by herself.
I will say, if you guys wish to tie and bury the statues, that is easy enough to do.
Yeah, trash
Over
would be
time.
like gathering vines to
I,
wind around
I
the
can-
statues and shit.
I
Or can the
cast
druids make them
plant
grow?
I can cast plant grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Cast
tie
spells
these
for that.
motherfuckers up, all of them.
I can just exclude everywhere but the circle around statues.
I mean, are we gonna? We should do all of them, even though the white ones might be quote unquote
Yeah,
good. I don't
yeah,
trust
but-
them.
I don't give a fuck. No, all
I
of
mean,
them.
I can
And
because
for,
there's a 100-foot radius on a
Yeah.
point. I decide I can just exclude everything but them.
and if we're being here for days, Field Medic is going to be setting up their alchemist supplies and taking those 8 red flowers they currently have and brewing up more potions.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna start since I heard from our friend that they activate at nights. I'm gonna change up my sleep schedule a bit and sleep during midday.
Wow, that's fair.
Is Shino going to be able to help me make potions, or is Shino too busy?
I mean, she's just taking a moment up there to do her thing with the corpses.
Cool,
But
cool.
Sheena will assist.
And the rest of the day, I'm just looking around for animals in the perimeter, but not going too far away.
Oops.
Fair enough.
Hold on a second.
Maybe hunting a bit if we need food. Granted, I don't know if we have 2 vegetarians. Do we have 2 vegetarians?
Fuck no, Sheena
Nope,
eats
I
meat.
didn't roll.
Okay.
Trash eats everything. Trash
Okay.
eats
So,
trash.
so
There's
yeah,
no.
I'll hunt a bit if I can.
Uh,
If there's anything to get.
you usually 8, what you said?
Yeah,
You
8.
can either have with that roll, because you guys have been doing this quite a bit now at this point, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
the DC decreases. I'm not going to make it. Practice makes perfect. So you can either do 6 basics or 3 graders this time, but just
All right.
no more graders.
I'm back up to having 8 greater restoration potions then. Field Medic finishes bottling them and puts them away in their medical bag. And thanks, Shino, for helping out.
She's nuts. Do you want help foraging, Shanti?
Sure.
Um,
I mean, I got Rouge on watch, but I can help some. I can use some tips in the foraging department.
well, I'm
I'm
thinking,
not too good with plants.
or maybe not assisting with the foraging, but Sheena will, if we're going out daily and doing stuff, I'll get herbs for Field Medic at least,
Mhm.
and I'll go with Shanti.
Uh,
I'm just talking about over the week. I know Sheena's doing a lot of
Mhm.
helping, but that's what
No, you're good.
she does.
Yeah.
If you never survival check, this will represent like over the time, because I imagine you're not leaving a certain range.
Yeah. I'm not going like outside of like 120, 160 range. Like Rouge is like looking around, and then like every periodically he'll fly up to check out if there's anything happening here, and then he'll
Mhm.
fly back down if nothing's happening. I'm trying to keep a watchful eye of this disaster. Uh,
Oh, that's
Also,
fair.
every night I'm on watch the whole time. Like, I don't trust this fuck. That's why I'm changing my sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt they're gonna attack in the middle of the day if they work with moon power. Granted, to be honest, isn't moonlight just sunlight?
Technically.
Typically depends on the universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
I
enough, fair
mean,
enough.
I mean, technically, there could be some properties about a moon that when you get light
Yeah.
reflected, something changes in the properties of the light.
Fair enough, fair enough. No, yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Do you want the survival roll?
We'll do a survival for the herb collecting.
Oh.
Herb collecting. That's Shino. That's not me.
And then for you, just general perception, because you're more trying to make sure nothing's...
That's not
Okay.
good.
I'm
I do
gonna
not
have
do
Rouge
very
do
well.
it because Rouge is my eyes.
Oof. That's only a 14. I did
Uh,
not roll well.
in the limited range, there's not very much. There's,
Yeah.
That's fair.
because you guys weren't the first ones here. Too, they
It's
they
pretty
had
cleared
been
out.
they've been kind of
Mhm.
foraging effectively for more for food and medicinal herbs, just to
Yeah.
keep themselves going in between supply runs.
hmm
So unfortunately,
Yeah, just
if
keep
you
an
go
eye
further
for
out,
shit.
you might find more, but that you would
Yeah,
run the risk of
we'll do
getting
that
too far away.
Yeah,
Uh,
I might do that in the morning, 'cause then I have time. That's probably safe, but I'll stay around. I don't trust this. I feel too iffy about it. I can find animals on the way back. It's fine.
Ugh.
Also,
oh dear.
Also, if it helps, Rouge has 28 passive perception.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's the fucking. He's a hawk. He gets so many bonuses to passive perception. I also gave him like observant feats, so I'm like try harding him to have good vision. 'Cause I know Shanty doesn't.
Keeping an eye over the time as well. Animals don't necessarily get too close. You gather because animal behavior. Like after a while of things deterring you from getting too close to it with sharp, pointy objects, you tend to stay away from it.
Fair. Someone just got an insight.
I forgot I have guidance, so I'll add. Oh, that don't matter. Never mind. Rolled a fucking 1. Thanks, guys. Jesus.
Hey! When you
I hate
die, you
that.
can when you die, you can add bardic inspiration too.
Thanks, Quentin. Thanks.
Can't inspire yourself though,
Uh,
not unless you're high enough level.
Some bards can.
Yeah.
So, what I'm hearing is that whichever one of you dies first, you're coming back as a bard.
yes,
Yeah.
we talked
Okay.
about
The
this
race
earlier.
to Bard.
It's a
made it
race
bad.
to Bard. Yep.
Okay,
I
I thought he
think my next
misunderstood
character's
something
gonna be a
earlier.
Bard too.
It's gonna be an If it's me or Quentin, it's an Oracle Bard.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what's coming next from
level,
us.
We're level 5. If I die, I can always bring Bo Ed in.
Oh, head.
She's
I
my
think-
bard.
I think the party could use a bard. Do we have a face of the party?
No.
We do not.
No. I think I'm the most authoritative, but I suck the most at charisma.
Although I did take enhanced ability so I can give people extra charisma.
Does it
Because
help
we
that
don't
have-
currently have somebody.
Yeah. Just wait till we have the bards.
I think actually Shino might have the most charisma.
Yeah, let me look. I don't even know because I don't use it.
So, well, her deception. I should say she's the best liar. I think
I have a 12 charisma.
I have a
Like
14
base.
charisma.
Damn.
Well, Jesse is a warlock.
I do have
Jesse's
deception.
a warlock.
Yeah,
Oh
warlock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have deception
Jesse!
and persuasion?
Jesse, be more.
Step up, bitch.
Be the face of the party. Go.
Yeah, the crazy person. We'll let that one face the party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
that just goes around stabbing skeletal
And-
fire
No.
cats.
I'll do the talking and then
recruiting
cats
they'll
to an
do the
army.
convincing. You know. Yeah, it's fine.
Siri, no, you don't need to do anything on that con. Dear God.
So over the next 5 days, I have Shino attempting to find stuff, or mostly, in between helping field medic in between the alchemy, and also taking extensive notes and sketching the well.
Rodent.
Shanty
Sorry,
changing their sleeping pattern,
Rodent.
and
Could you
also
grow vines
watching.
over the pit as like a net to keep things from falling in? Can that be part of the plant growth? Like stuff that stretches across it.
DM?
You can
Is that
attempt.
possible? I mean, if need be, I could cast it multiple times.
Go ahead.
This is just a thought, because if we're worried about shit coming out or shit going in, if we could grow vines over it to like make a netting type
You can
thing.
go ahead and make me just a wisdom check for your spellcasting.
Wisdom.
You cast it, and it is growing. You haven't getting to grow over and kind of forming this net, but you're noticing as time quite quickly they're like almost being pulled in and decaying into this well.
So the well above the well has some kind of effect going on.
Seems to be.
It
You don't know
is
if
the
it doesn't.
void.
It is not affecting. Doesn't seem to affect. It didn't affect you necessarily. Like it wasn't like or like Rouge when it flies over. It doesn't seem to affect Rouge. Maybe it might be a high extended amount of time, or it might be the magic from the vine creation. You're not sure, but it is seeming to have effect on the grown plants through the spell.
That was a thought. Sorry.
Very good. Unfortunately, with the wisdom check, it just that's what happened.
Fair enough.
But you learned something else about it. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do throughout these 5 days before we get to the potentially interesting day?
Yep.
I mean, like my projects would just be shoring up, securing the statues as best we can. That would just be,
Mhm.
I don't really have anything else I can do, so that would be my. Maybe becoming a little bit nocturnal like Shanty.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing something similar.
Yeah, within the 5 days, that is possible. Especially if you just take like exhaustion the first day and then just kind of rest, or you can gradually do it. Are your choices. But either way, by the 5th day, you won't have exhaustion either way.
So, over the 5 days,
Hmm.
since Shino hasn't really been finding, and maybe this works out, she's supposed to be looking for herbs, but maybe she's just collecting little odds and ends of interest
Hmm.
that she might find around the campsite. So, an interesting twig or a rock that's pretty, maybe some errant flower that has no medicinal properties. But a little bit each night, she's going to sit over the hole and she's just going to talk to it. because it responded in deep speech, but it responded to her asking a question, so it understands common, I would imagine. Or something of that sort. So she's just gonna, a little bit each night, she's gonna throw some stuff in and be like, collect for the void. You know, I like to find little odds and ends. And, you know, sometimes there's like this cool stick that I found. And she'll throw it in. Or maybe you're a little bit hungry. Is that the problem? And you just want some food? And she'll throw a little bit of a ration in. And she's just trying to make friends with the whole. That's all she's doing.
Okay, I like that. That's
Because
cool.
it's a little misunderstood. And it says collect for the void. So she's adding a little bit of the collection for the void. It's fine.
I see this happening, and I'm just like, okay, I should be worried about this, but I'm not
I
gonna
should
say
be
anything.
worried about this, but it's fine. It's fine.
I'll ignore it for now. It won't bite me in the ass later.
No,
There was
it's
an
fine.
audiobook that I just finished listening to the other day where there's an artifact that was causing this major rift happening in this one area that was causing the rift was causing massive problems, and it turned out that the artifact was just screaming out for attention and didn't realize it was causing all of these problems around it. And when it was just saying, I just want to be loved, I just want attention, I just want people
See?
around me.
This could be that situation as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm agreeing with you on that. It
Yep.
could be that.
I don't
Just
know.
because
Things
it's
that want
causing
attention
problems.
don't murder, but you know that's just.
I mean, some
It's
people
an
who want
accidental
attention do that.
Misunderstood. It's misunderstood. It's something dark and mysterious that no one understands, and maybe it just needs a friend. That's all.
Oh, you just want to
Correct.
fix the dark and mysterious.
It could have made
hole.
friends
I
with
see
the
it.
I'm not
researchers
trying to-
that killed.
I
You're
am not
fixer.
trying to
I
fix
see
the
how it
hole.
is.
I'm trying to understand the hole.
Here's the question: do we know that it purposefully killed them, or that something that it accidentally created, or something that was drawn to it killed them?
Think we have
We
no
know none
idea.
of
We have no
We
idea.
know
Exactly.
not.
We don't know that the hole had anything to do with the scientists being killed. All we know is that its existence might have accidentally caused them to die. We don't know that it actively killed them.
I'm pretty sure it killed
Okay.
them. The statues around the
Look,
hole killed
look,
them.
Look,
Pretty
Did it put
manslaughter
the
is
statues
still
there?
a
Did someone else
crime.
put them there?
Manslaughter is still a crime, so that's my opinion.
Not necessarily culpable. Could be like a child accidentally hitting the a button in a car, and the car runs somebody over.
Yeah, but if you have a giant space baby killing people and you can't stop it, you gotta kill the giant space baby. Sorry.
Yeah.
I hope I am. Let's find out. So on the fifth night,
Oh, good.
where would everybody be positioned? Do some people? Does everyone just stay in the fence area?
Well, question: this
I'd
entire area is currently covered in growth, right? Because he said it was 100
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, I should probably put my token in there. 'Cause she's not.
Are these like palisade fences with like spikes on the top?
Yeah, they're wooden kind of sharpened, but there is platform outside of it for you to stand on the wall.
All right, so yeah, I would be standing on the wall, looking over, like not inside in the plant growth, but like on the platform, looking over into this, which I can't really position myself without losing my ability to see inside of it. So
Yeah.
I maybe right about here, but on the other side of the wall, like looking into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Did the lighting
I'd
change to
stand-
night?
Yeah, it
Yep.
did. It got dark.
That's cool.
I stand here with my.
There's two maps, and I can switch each one to the back layer or the front layer.
Oh, that's neato.
I stand here with my weapon ready to lop off this guy's head. I'm just here standing like the whole night. I'm like, don't you dare move.
Does Shino give us not difficult terrain in this area?
Yes, because of my thingy, I believe.
I'm just like I think you do, but I wanted to check before.
No, it should be. Natural Explorer 1, traveling hour more in chosen terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow groups travel.
We're not traveling though,
Yeah.
so it'd still be difficult terrain in combat.
Yes,
Okay.
but outside.
Let me look up something real quick about the spell.
Oh, Have we?
You can exclude one or more areas from within the size from being in the spell's area for that terrain. So he can make it specifically just on these.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you said he did that, right? You said
That's what I did. That's what I
Okay.
said. That is
Yeah,
indeed what I did try to say.
Did we send the bird yet?
I
I
think
thought
you
we were gonna
sent
wait
both.
for the week to be up so we could have time to research it, but I don't think we did.
Okay.
No.
Do we want to send the bird? Do we want to have sent the bird just in case this night is a disaster? Because did we decide to fire off the thing, or are we gonna wait until after the 5 days? Because it's not
Yeah, we didn't
definitely not.
clarify that.
Yeah,
I
I
need
would
to know that for spells.
I would say that we didn't. I would have suggested not to have summoned the researchers if we knew that shit was going to go down in 5 days, because we wouldn't want
also-
them to come back to danger.
I also mentioned because it's a week. Because of the cycle, of the moon.
What is the cycle of the moon here? Is it a month like it is here, or is it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
I would have suggested we wait until the moon came, find out what goes down, and then summon them and be like, "Hey, you got a month before this shit happens again." That's up to you guys.
If everybody's okay with that, Fluffy, are you okay with me switching out my animal messenger spell for something that might be useful?
I mean, we could have sent the bird before that, because we're not
That's what
telling her to come.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get clarification because I have a spell
Oh, yeah.
prepared that I don't really need except for this one thing.
You have enough notice to prepare for this.
Okay, then we've sent the bird. Yes.
Yeah, if we think 4 days would have been enough to get a decent read on it, it's up to the DM. Without rolls.
For the drawing, I would say yeah, because there's not
Ooh.
a lot there.
I just had a thought though. Should we wait till the next day just to see what happens tonight?
Yeah, I guess we could, and then you can send the bird after the fight,
Okay.
because
then
we could see if we survive too.
I
that's
mean, maybe we should send a letter that says if we don't.
If we don't
message back-
return, we're dead.
Yeah.
we did.
and I can prepare it again. Okay, so we
Yeah.
did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will prepare another spell then. Yeah, we're gonna prepare this one just because it's
Yeah.
funny.
I feel like we should prepare for combat.
Oh yeah, I can switch out my
Oh.
cantrips on a long rest. Let me take
Oh,
a look and see if there's anything I want to.
They were magic resistant last time, right?
Yes, they were.
You guys wouldn't have anything to make my weapon magical, right?
I could give you. I could. So the spellblade that I have does not require attunement. I didn't mean to roll that. I could put a spell in the blade and give you the blade and use my shadow blade spell instead.
Nah, in that case, it's fine. I have a boomerang, if need be.
And your fists, technically.
Yeah, my fists. Oh yeah, that's right. My fists are magical. I forgot about that.
As long as you keep those gauntlets on. That armor.
I'm wearing my god armor.
Yeah, let's switch.
Yeah,
this
I'm
for
the
this.
I'm the one without the magical weapons, but I also don't want to get up anywhere close.
I mean,
It would
can't
require a
you-
blade. So
Aren't you a artificer wizard? Can't you make them?
I'm not a wizard.
No, a artificer.
Maybe.
You can make them.
We know you're an
I deal with
artificer.
yeah, I deal
We
with
watch your
potions,
stream.
though. Okay. You know,
It-
I deal with potions, so
Yeah.
it's less combat oriented and more I run around healing people.
Mario. I have the magic item.
Yeah. Actually, I get an extra spell.
So basically, my focus is just to keep people healed up, run and give them a potion, run and feed them a potion if I can,
Mhm.
that sort of stuff, so that they can function and do their job.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
I like so Bladesinger can switch out cantrips on a long rest.
Mhm.
It's pretty nice. Like I'm not stuck with the same 4 cantrips forever. But I think I like what I have currently, so I'm good.
I put those symbols are to let you know you are 20 feet up, technically.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yep, I has a climb.
Or if you get knocked down, or
Oh, yeah.
just for distance on your spells and all that. There's
Do
a
I have
lot
to
of
do Pythagorean theorem to figure out if my spells hit?
no. To simplify it, I usually just kind of I just basically add 20 to whatever your distance is here, and you're technically here for distance wise. So you're 1 square back.
But a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Just kidding.
So you're technically 15 feet, technically, right there. Well, yeah. Is everyone okay with their positioning?
No. Wait. Where's Rodin's over there? Let's split the druids. Sheena will go on the back.
Let's split
corner
the
over
druids. That was my
Yeah.
intention entirely.
here. Yeah, there we go. Actually,
Now we'll have 4 druids.
Actually, let me look at my cantrips again. I want to make sure this cantrip I have has some reach on it. I don't know if it does. 60 feet, that's good enough, I guess.
can I get a protection?
What do you mean protection? Doesn't dispel?
Oh,
Oh.
By the way, Rouge is flying out of hand's reach. Like
Actually,
he's 90% of the time.
fair enough.
Actually, I'm gonna put Sheena.
Who wants to roll something for me?
Who
After
wants
the
to
5
be the
days.
flame?
Sure. Are we want to roll?
Roll me a D100.
Ooh.
Ooh,
The
I could have
first-
switched to mold earth and molded earth around these for a couple
Yeah.
days.
Okay.
I'm just looking at like the cantrips I could have used. I think I can use a mold earth as a wizard. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have switched to mold earth and used that for statues, but that only lasts for an hour. Or it only lasts for an hour, so that I might have.
Won't
All right,
mold
let's say I switched out mold earth for mage hand.
I mean, the molded earth will stay where it is.
It's only
Isn't it?
1 hour.
No, but like if you move the dirt, it doesn't go back where it was, right?
I can only have 2 non-instantaneous effect active at a time. Let's see. I can excavate earth, deposit it 5 feet away.
I think the hour is only for like the color shape changes.
Okay, if the dirt you target is on the ground, you can cause it to become difficult terrain. Alright, so I would have used mold earth to move dirt up around the
help bury it.
statues while we were
Okay.
not that it's important, but that would have. But I'm not. So I'm gonna have.
Now my question is: are you completely burying them, or did you guys bury them enough so that like if they became animate, they wouldn't be able to move?
I'd say everything except for the head, so we can hit the head.
I mean, because I could have excavated the ground under them and sunk them into the earth, little by little. Would we have wanted to do that?
Just slowly bury them.
like over the course of like 5 days, I could have just been like digging out underneath them and like maybe bury everything but their heads.
I'm trying
I
to
think
see if
whichever
I've-
your character would have found easier to do.
I think that's that. I don't want to. Trash isn't interested in completely destroying them in case the researchers would want to look at them.
Mm.
So she would have sunk them into the earth. Just leave the heads,
I
or
will say
some part of them poking up so we could see if they start moving.
Mhm.
within the first attempting that, you would have noticed they extend below the earth.
Ooh,
Oh.
There's a pillar.
ooh,
And the pedestal they seem to be attached to goes
ooh.
down.
How deep does it go? Oh God, now this changes things. If I started finding a pillar, Trash would have kept excavating the earth out. Like,
Yeah.
How long would you take?
I mean, we had 5 days, so she would have like just been like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna, and I got mold earth, and I can keep casting it as a cantrip at will. Yeah, we'll pick one of the white statues and just maybe one of the white pawns, maybe the queen. Just dig
Okay.
down around it to see if there's any other shit written on it or.
After
Nothing else
finding out
written on
about
it.
these pillars, do you hear field medic just saying, "Who I thought these statues were placed around the hole? It looks like perhaps
Oh yeah,
things
there's
were
like a
burrowed up from underground and they're now on the surface."
so there's a trench because you can only move it 5 feet at a time. So there's like a trench like with a slope leading however deep it goes. I don't know how deep does this sucker go.
You have not reached the bottom in a day.
Oh God. Well then, Jesus. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep going.
Second day, still no bottom.
You just see
Oh.
field medic after
The well
after
is also
potion-
going this distance too.
This is
After the potion growing is-
like just a pile of
feel-
dirt.
I feel like leave
After
it
first brewing
alone.
potions, field medic is just sitting there taking notes onto
No,
everything.
if there's 5 days
Trash
and
is
Trash has
doing.
nothing else to do, she's gonna keep digging for 5 days.
Yeah,
Oh God.
5 days. It just seems to keep going.
So
Oh,
like
God.
I'm a couple hundred feet down and there's
Yeah.
no end in sight.
Sheena will make sure that Trash is fed.
I will argue that we only do this for one of them, and the rest of them are buried. And preferably we do it for a white one. You know, if one's gonna get loose, I prefer it be a white one, just in case.
See, you
Why does
say
this
that,
sound
and then the white one's gonna
racist?
kill you.
Oh, yeah,
it
whatever
does sound really
dirt comes
racist.
out of the hole is getting piled around the other ones.
There we go.
Hey, that makes so much. That's a good. use
That's Trash's
of
project for the
items.
week.
And field medic is
Um,
documenting.
There's just a trench.
Yeah, that's a trench. Like it slopes down at whatever angle.
It's a pretty steep angle, but
It's pretty steep. So yeah, watch the trench.
Oh, good.
Mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
let's see.
I mean, you guys could place boards over it or something, or like logs to make it a little less if somebody else has time. But yeah, that was Trash project. Okay, fun.
If something happens, push it into the hole.
Yep.
Shove
fine.
the fucking statue down the hole.
Okay, now back to the 87 that Redan fucking rolled and whatever the hell that.
I'm gonna just so for this. I'm gonna say the deepest point here is maybe 300 feet. Just because eventually it took time to move the dirt out. And to
Yeah,
get so deep, it took more time.
so that's a really steep.
Yeah, it's a very steep incline.
So it might have actually had to angle, like, I don't know, like she would have started this way, but then maybe gone this way. Like, it goes this way and then the ramp goes up the. Because, God, yeah, so it might go along the fence this way, too. Just to make sense. Sorry, I'm making the battlefield difficult terrain.
We'll go like that.
All right, so yeah,
It is
imagine
what
you
it
guys
is.
just watching this possum like shovel dirt out of the hole, a little bulldozer.
First 2 hours. You're kind of watching as the moon's kind of now up at this point. This is where we're starting it, is when the moon is out. You hear the jingling of those bells. Ding ding. Ding ding. As the breeze increases a little bit. Gently knocking them. Nothing seems to happen yet. Never D100.
I'm ready to hit stuff.
Someone else rolled with the 100.
All right, I got it.
I've done my part.
Oh no, I don't. Somebody else do it. I'm gonna have to dig.
Got
I
it.
don't have 'em out.
I got it. I had to
Yep.
go get some Tylenol from the cabinet, but I'll do a D100. I will do mus. It's cool. Hey,
What the fuck?
we're D100 buddies.
Oh my goodness.
Next 2 hours kind of go by. Nothing seems to happen yet. The statues that are revealed now kind of basking in what little bit was revealed, basking in the moonlight. I never D100.
Quentin.
I want to be
broke-
special, okay?
You broke the chain.
You do the all.
I thought you wanted
That
this
is
to
pretty
happen.
cool.
At this point, you
Would
can
have been-
see it's almost like the area gets a little bit brighter. You realize the stonework of the revealed statues in the well are almost reflecting the light at this point, almost glowing themselves.
Yeah, I don't like this. Just like pointed out to everyone.
Another D100.
I got it. 54.
So about at this point, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wait, we got like an hour or two before sunrise.
They approach the moon out.
Before the void, this well erupts in a pillar of light, almost straight upwards. And from that light, as it fades, it's two-figure kind of start forming from this light. You see the bigger one that still remains above this well. The light forming this almost blob in the air, with tendrils kind of going in all directions below it.
I'm holding
above
my
it.
boomerang ready.
As does you see this the light turning to skin like material? A creature now forming.
Does
A
it look like
singular
Brent?
eye.
Oh no.
Kind of pale and sunken. This red skin.
Oh god, no. Do I start to recognize this thing?
Make me an Arcana check.
Or Arcana? The one thing I'm not great at? Oh, there's no bonus on that.
No, not with a 15.
Any know what this is?
I guess I'll take a shot and roll an Arcana. I'm not proficient in it, but is that okay?
As they were four figures also simultaneously.
I'm also gonna do it because I am proficient. Didn't have
Even
to.
even the 19's not enough, unfortunately. This thing is not common. However, 19 is enough to when you look at the other thing that's forming, more humanoid, purple skinned, almost squid-like.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, good.
We're only level 5.
Yes, and they don't actually have a lot of health.
And to be fair, in Baldur's Gate, I killed those at level 1, but
This did explain the deep speech.
Yep. As they are
I
formed
mean,
out of the light.
if I know what that thing is, I'm gonna just attack it right off the bat, right?
That's fair. You guys, two of you said you were holding.
can I throw a rank
I'm
at
holding
the
something
face?
that's probably not going to hurt it, but
That's fair.
Angry to the face, let's go.
it doesn't get a sneak attack.
I gotta pull up.
I think 27 will hit.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'm in range. Just imagine 27 not hitting. Shanty just turns around.
Yeah,
and
no,
walks
27 definitely definitely hits. What's the I gotta check the earthing for the mind flayer. It is not resistant or immune to that. So there's that. So it is psychic damage.
Oh, and if the Mind Silver hits, it gets disadvantage on a save, I think. Forget how it works.
26
Oh,
for the
well.
intelligence save.
Yeah, no, I figured it wasn't going to work against it because it's in its save. Trash would also yell at as attacking. It's one of those brain-eating things. Kill it.
Brain eating things kill it.
I hear
ahead,
that description and I don't like it.
You can go ahead and roll your damage for the
God
thing.
damn it. I still have damage on that I shouldn't have on. Extra damage. It's only 7.
All right. Do you have 2 attacks or 1?
I have 2 attacks. Can I use them both on a...
Yeah, you're holding your attack action effectively.
Fair enough.
So you smack it and teleport back and you roll again.
That
Damage.
also hits.
Yeah.
Why is it still on? I thought it put it off. Okay, now it's off. 8 damage. This boomerang hits good.
Now we're gonna roll initiative. As all here in your minds is shrieking. Didn't like that.
Apparently, Field Medic did not like that. Oh my god, everyone else is rolling
I wanna,
at 20s.
apparently, we want to get into comments.
Y'all are trusting
Shanty's
trash on this
been-
being a brain-eating monster. Yeah.
Ash has been itching. Shanty has been...
Everyone, the second you say brain eating monsters, a lot of us are just like, alright, time to get ready.
Oh no, my brains! Not
My
my brain.
brains.
Shanty hears that and she's like, "Okay, I can go. I can do this. I can do this."
Is everyone in the order?
Apparently, Mira's just like, it's just my brain.
Or seeing a tentacled abomination, be like, "The fuck."
She's like, "I don't like this."
Who needs a brain? I'll be fine without it. I'm a warlock. I just need to be pretty.
Look, as
Just
far
need
as
to
we
be
know, the
pretty.
brain is just goop. The brain is a weird goop organ. It doesn't do anything.
I mean, you don't live without it, but you know.
I don't know. You don't live without many of your organs.
That's actually
Doesn't
fair.
mean they're important.
Well, if you don't
I
live, they're
think-
kind of important.
I think there's like only like 3 organs that you can lose and be fine. Semi.
But first up
Anyway.
is trash.
Geez, my mind sliver didn't work. Not sure we're gonna do that one again. Well. Okay, so. Oh, I never re-up my spell slots. Or not spell slots, but like.
Mhm.
So there is a first level spell slot in my sword, so we'll go down to 3 for that. We'll just say I pre-prep that because I always forget that I need to pre-prep that. Gonna start up a blade song so that I have my extra AC, and then shit, I'm 20 feet up, so she's gonna scrabble down the 20 feet onto the other side of the fence. Can I reach it? I guess I can reach it if it's 10 feet, because it's 5 feet to get over the top of the fence, right? And then 20 feet down, so it's 25, and then I get 35 because I'm blade singing, so I can get there.
That's
Yes.
25, 30, 35 to get here.
Yep, and because I have 10 feet from the blade singing.
Yep.
And then we're gonna try to slap at some tentacles with the spell blade. Ooh, but we get a 3.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And that is everything I could do. Eat my brains, please, sir.
Rouge.
It's gonna fly over here. And it's gonna fly over and then down so it doesn't get an attack range of this thing. That is.
You hope.
I hope. And Rishi's gonna try and eat some octopus. 80.
That hits. Yeah.
It's gonna bite at the tentacle. Like, nice. That's gonna be its action. Is there a movement reduction in the area, Ram?
Not really,
would
unless you're on
want-
top of the statue. Like, but Rouge is flying, so that doesn't really affect it.
No, for Shanti.
For Shanti,
Yeah.
there isn't a say movement reduction. It is just going to take a little bit more of a. You do have to kind of. It's only a 5-foot gap.
Lift my
to leap.
knees. Oh no, I want to go like this way. Can I get here?
Oh no,
without problems?
yeah, you can
Okay.
get through that. You get there.
Okay. Time to pummel this thing into the ground. Let's go. First attack. That hits or doesn't hit?
That does hit actually.
Okay. Bonus action giant fire if I still can. Without
You're gonna
falling
be
into the
very
pits.
on the edge there.
You know what? I'm not gonna. No.
You're in a very
Let's not
precarious
risk it.
spot to do that.
Let's not risk it for the biscuit. So that's first attack. I'm gonna use 5 charges on it. Oh,
Okay.
and ignore the 2 force damage there. That doesn't interfere. I'm just gonna use 5 charges. This thing. I just heard it was gonna eat my brain. I was like, no, we're not gonna deal with that thing. Second attack.
Okay.
That misses. Action
Yeah.
surge.
Misses
15?
or not? That just misses.
15? Oh, I have advantage actually. So that's for the second attack then. So next attack's net 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Actually, should toggle advantage. I can God armor again, right?
If you wish.
Yeah, let's God armor again. For 5 charges. Enough charges in that case, but I feel like it should be dead. I
Well-
feel like it should be dead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point this out there. That's okay.
This
That
is
is 12
everything
plus
I can
16.
do.
Plus 25, plus 50. That is 103 damage in that one attack alone with a crit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, is it still up?
That's a lot.
We gave him God armor. I mean, he's doing God stuff now.
I have full on power armor. Okay,
Oh my
I am
goodness.
basically.
It makes up for his last character not being able to hit for shit.
Even
still
the fact
alive?
that this thing has I maxed its HP because of you guys. That is still, it's not enough health for this thing to survive.
Oh, okay.
103 extra damage.
I'm gonna stomp on its head just to make sure it's dead. With my last attack, because I have one left and I can't reach the flying thing.
So
I just want to make sure it's dead.
Rouge is currently now purple.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to deal with that.
I just rushed up and I beat the shit out of it. Don't mess with me with the power armor now.
Good thing that wasn't the worst one.
Oh, wait, is that other thing a beholder that's mind flared?
I think so.
Oh.
It's not. It's the spellcaster that can mind control shit. Look, all I knew it was gonna eat my brain, so I was like, "Fuck it, it's dead now." Main problem solved. That's all I can do. Now I'm gonna get laser beamed to death.
I'm gonna be laser beamed.
That will be your most epic death to date.
Nah, Beast still beats this. The fact that I
Okay,
used the broomsticks.
Okay, sorry, I almost forgot about that. That's true. That is the most epic death because you sacrificed yourself nobly to sever an arm of a kraken.
Technically, this thing is.
Is it frightened because I just rushed up and exploded his friend?
No, it
Aw.
does not have that emotion.
Oh, I'm gonna be
The
so
first-
retarded now.
It's going to choose 3 targets within 120 feet of it. The first one's going to be Shanty. The second one's going to be Trash. And because those are the two that attacked it. It doesn't. It really registered a bird yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna rotate forward and see who the other one attacks. That's the only fair way to do it. Chino,
Yes.
you'll get the third ray. So the first ray against Shanty.
What? He has no reason to hate me this much. No, he does.
Good thing it hit you because that you need a strength save.
It hit me 90. Okay, strength save. I'm decent at these. Actual 20.
Nice.
You do not get restrained by a telekinetic ray. Second one against Trash. That is a charisma save against trash.
Is it a mind control effect?
Technically, yes.
Okay, then I get to add my int to that, which isn't going to really help, but
Wasn't like it?
that makes it a 10.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. You were hit by the aversion ray on a failed save. For the next minute, you may repeat the save then each of your turns. But for the next minute, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Yay.
So I'm just going to put that, mark that you're hit with that. And against Shino, Constitution save.
Is this considered magical?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Pretty good. Con save. 21.
21. You managed to save. So, Shanty, you get hit by this ray and you feel it trying to grab and lift you. You bear through it.
Yeah, I grab onto something.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Trash. You get hit by another ray and you see reality kind of around it warping, and it's making you not sure of your actions when it comes to hitting it. The third and final ray hits Shino, and you get hit with this reeling of screaming of psychic, but you manage to push through it and you're not stunned. It is also going to fold up another 20 feet. So it's now 40 feet in the air. It doesn't want to get near Shanty.
Boo, lame.
You just turned one of its masters into Silly Putty.
Yeah, it should join its master in death. Oh, that's a weird idea. I don't know if I should do that.
I want to point out, with max HP, my player has 117 HP. He did
You did that in
103
one
in one hit. Look at the crit.
That's a little.
That's a little.
He really didn't want his brain eaten.
He didn't.
It was really upset that the thing was gonna try to eat his brain.
Rodin, it's your turn. What you gonna do? Oh, fireman.
The annoying thing is I can't use my flame spirit well in this scenario.
Yeah, I should have I had a spell that I could have taken grounding.
But
Didn't take it.
I will bring out my flame spirit, buddy.
Firefox.
That's my action. Bonus action telling it to fire at the weird thing in the air. And move maybe here. Yeah, here.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Alright,
See if you hit the thing. With your flame seed. That misses. Kinda
and it's
Glances off of
Oh.
it.
just gonna reposition in case it gets even higher up, so it might need to go underneath.
That's fair. Shino.
Yeah. So Rodan, you might see Sheena just kind of look in your general direction and see that menacing grin creep across her face again. Believe this is in range. Yeah. Moonbeam.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
I believe Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. What is this con save?
And it's a 40-foot cylinder, so it should hit.
Yeah, it's a
40 foot up, 5-foot
Yeah.
cylinder.
21. rolled
That
high.
saves. Is that half? Here, I didn't. I just clicked
be
it, so it
fair.
rolled the damage. I didn't. Huh?
To be fair, I was going to do that next turn.
Yeah, I was curious. I was like, is it gonna be me or you first? Because we're right
I
after
need
each
my,
other.
Yeah, I need my extra damage though.
So it takes half. Let me roll. Because I just clicked the button.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2d10. Where's the thing? Okay, so 8 and 5, 13 radiant damage. So half of that, 6.
Okay.
And I'll mark that I'm concentrating on it. And I don't think she can really. I'm not gonna burn anything else. Yeah, that's her turn. She'll stay right there.
Field medic.
All right. Field medic feels like throwing a ray of sickness at it.
All right. 25 hits. It's got to make a con save. That is a 15, which I believe saves.
Yeah.
So it
That
doesn't
says
get poisoned, but still takes
5
the
points
5.
of poison damage. Yep. And then field medic is going to move around this corner. And that'll be it for field medic.
Maria.
Yeah, I think she's actually in range, right? 50 feet plus 40 would be like fucking 90. Yeah. Yeah, I can do it. And we probably had a long rest already, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it hit
so
the double.
she will do a scorching ray on it.
That
60
hits.
damage. 10. Another one.
That hits.
Hitch. Bap. Full fire. Another one. Holy shit. So close.
Another one.
And there you go. And she's not gonna summon the kitty to jump into the well. That'd be kind of stupid.
It would. It would just go.
Yo, do you think
Bye. Uh,
Imagine it. Freedom!
now it's Trash's turn.
Okay, let's see. Trash is going to use Mind Sliver because it wouldn't have. It's not a hit, so. Right?
Yep.
Not that this thing is.
Intelligence save.
Yeah, it's probably going to be too smart to get hurt, but.
Rolled a 19 total.
Yeah, it's going to be too smart. Hey, that is all I really can do, I suppose.
All right. You may repeat your charisma save.
Let's see. So it's still technically mind control, right?
Mhm.
Like, oh, that shouldn't be a disadvantage. So still doesn't do anything. 3.
Yeah, you're still affected by it. Rouge.
Rouge sees that it can't do much about this thing. and behind the wall. It can get in full cover, right?
It's a trench. If it went down
It
here, it can get
it
full cover.
yeah it flies down in full.
It's like Shanty.
Can I get over here and try Giantfy without falling into the pit?
I would put you at that then.
Yeah. Is there any way I could try and like jump and catch it and pull it down?
It is 40 feet up.
What's my jumping height? Probably not 40 feet. I mean, I'm giant now, so I shouldn't have to jump as high.
40 feet
Now
is
I
still
need
a
to-
lot, hon.
Yeah, it is. But I don't know how jumping works again.
What is
Something to do
your
with your strength modifier.
My
what's your
strength
strength?
is
What's your strength score?
16 might not be enough.
And how tall are you normally?
Normally I am, I think 6 foot something. I think 6'2". Probably because I'm a tall lady. Very tall lady.
Without a running start, your high jump is 3 foot on the ground. You can reach and grab something up to 21 feet. With a long start, it's 6 feet and 24 feet.
Yeah, still not enough.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's out of grasp.
Get you.
That's a crit.
Oh wait, the gauntlet damage shouldn't be on there. Ignore the top one. Oh man, I need to get back on track with clicking those things off. I wouldn't know if it has magic resist, so I'm just gonna throw it again. 16?
16 hits.
Cool.
It's now bloodied.
I was gonna say I'm gonna bonus action look mean at it. Like, come down here. Let me hit you in the face.
I'm gonna also, just so we have it. How big a radius is the moon beam?
5. It's a 5-foot radius, so 10 foot.
Wait, why are we shooting a moonbeam?
I already shot it. Pay attention.
Yeah, and I already said that I was gonna do.
Yeah,
the
there's
number.
another one incoming, probably soon.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's about
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a
Part of me doesn't
Yeah.
like it. Just like moonbeam might be problematic.
probably.
Maybe.
But that's the only thing she can do to hit it.
I mean,
Except
now
for
that there's
shooting an
already
arrow.
a moonbeam out, I probably won't use it. Probably do something else.
Okay.
Just gonna move 20 feet that way.
Oh, hi.
First beam against Shanty. It's the same beam. No. Is it? Wait, it's the same? Yes, it is. Strength save. Apparently wants to eat you.
Yeah, I have advantage now, so shut up. Don't say anything like that. 17? Bad.
That
Might
that
not
still
be enough.
succeeds.
Okay.
Next one is against Maria. I roll that because I tried to use that ray this turn.
Where is Maria on the map?
In the corner. I'm like,
Oh, I
that's
see
some
her hide.
range.
Yeah, that's pretty far away.
Oh,
that is
good.
Oh, God.
has 115 foot and it has 120 foot range. Con save, you are stunned with that. We'll put. You are stunned for the next minute. You repeat the save at the start of each of your turns. That's the start. Cool. And the final one is going to be against Shino.
But I fed you.
Make me an intelligence save.
No! Advantage? Magic?
Yep, everything it does is magic,
Okay,
unfortunately.
cool. Well, that's good for me. Because advantage. You said intelligence save?
Mhm.
Oh. 16?
That succeeds.
Oh, thank God.
You don't take a lot of psychic damage.
Cool. I rolled 2 12s with advantage. On
Oof.
+4. Yeah.
End of its turn.
Alright. Should I do this? You know, if it wants to stay out of melee range and be high in the sky. Oh wait, does this take a bonus action to do again? Wall of text.
Wall of text.
No, that's an action to do that. Okay, good.
Let's see. That's
Nice.
a that's a radius. That's a 60-foot radius centered on a spot you pick. Oh gods.
Then I can choose to just call down lightning. This thing's
Such
gonna.
a good spell. I love Call Lightning.
If this thing wants to stay in the air, will attract lightning. So I can call down one lightning bolt as on the same action as creating the spell, right? Yeah. That's a dex saving throw.
Oh gods. This might just be the whole fucking map. Dex save. I'll roll real quick. That's a 19 total.
Okay, so it takes half of 19.
So that is 9 damage.
And bonus action telling my class to keep shooting. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. 4 damage.
Then I'm just gonna go back to my corner. That's the end of my turn.
I'm not even gonna try to bother drawing that.
It's
not
just
gonna
the
move.
whole area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty much
just
the whole area.
The whole area.
It would have to be like way out here in the corner for it to not hit it. Or have a chance of hitting it. Shino.
All right. I will move the moonbeam over the thing and not to get the fire spirit. So
Yeah.
okay, cool. And then it will take damage again.
Uh,
Oh wait, it
That's
has to
not-
make a
that's fire damage, right?
It's radiant.
radiant.
Radiant. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Con save.
10.
That's a fail. Full damage. And then that's 2d10 radiant. So that's 10 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And yep, she's just gonna keep. Yeah, that's her turn. That's all she can do.
Field medic.
All right. Step back in to look at everything going on here. See a huge shanty. Looking around, just to seeing everyone's condition from here. The fire thing isn't on the same level as this thing. This thing's flying far above it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it doesn't
It's like
count as a
40
threat in
feet
space.
up.
Oh well. I'm going to launch a crossbow at it.
Let's see. That is 80 feet away. Just so you know.
Yep, 80 feet on my crossbow.
Perfect.
Bing!
That does hit.
Alright. And I think I have
Doesn't
enough
seem to
movement.
resist it.
Yep, enough movement to at least move around the corner again. And reload my crossbow. There we go.
All right. Go ahead and make another Constitution save at the start of your turn, Maria. Maria. It is not been lucky. You succeed. You do have your turn.
This.
Well, in that
Go ahead,
case,
Desmond.
well,
Uh,
well, she's gonna move 30 feet, and hopefully she'll be close enough to it. No, possibly. Yeah,
You
should be close
are
enough again.
85 feet.
And yeah, so I can do it. Scorching ray.
Miss.
Thought so. There we go. Bam. And fact.
Miss. What were you saying?
And yeah, that'll end at 10.
What were you saying, Joel?
question. The stun condition is different than paralyzed, correct?
I believe so.
I think their effects are very similar, but they're different conditions.
Yeah.
So
they do.
lesser restoration wouldn't help.
Don't think so.
Cool.
Unless it specifies stun.
No, it doesn't. That's why I was kind of just curious.
I mean, what does this lesser restoration do?
It removes a condition, paralyzed, poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't say
Blinded,
stun
deafened.
specifically, but I feel like paralyzed is worse than stun. So I was like, does it trump it?
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
because stun is disadvantage. Paralyzed, they have advantage, and if they're within 5 feet of you with an attack, they get a crit automatically.
Yeah.
If they hit.
But yeah, it doesn't specifically say stun, so it wouldn't. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Trash.
New character.
Geez, trash really doesn't have many options because have I observed that it's not is it been taking? Well, nobody's been doing normal damage to it, right?
I
Field
just
medic
did.
shot crossbow, and it didn't seem to. It's sunk in the ball as much as you'd expect.
Okay. Because I can do the mind sliver, which it seems to be too smart to hit, or I can try to hit it with my bow at disadvantage. Choices. Well, let's try the short bow at disadvantage.
All right.
Because at least I have an ally there, so if it does hit, it'll get a sneak attack.
That's too far away from the wildfire spirit.
Oh, is it wildfire spirit's on the ground and he's 40 feet up? That's right. Okay.
Yep.
Because
that also does a range attack.
Oh well, let's just try to mind sliver it then. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? Maybe it'll have a dumb for a second.
I That's 18 on the die itself.
Yeah. So I won't even roll. It's a DC 14. All right, and that's all I can really do since it's up
All right,
high.
roll Christmas save. Let's see if you end that effect. You don't-
Do I still have it on disadvantage?
You still have disadvantage, but it's
Yeah.
not disadvantage. So you succeed.
17 plus 3, so 20.
Yep.
Yay.
That effect. You see that wavering effect kind of finally end. You shake it out. What does Rouge do? Or does
Nothing.
Rouge stays in the hole?
It stays in the hole.
Shanty.
Shanty will, depending on the answer to the next question, we pile dirt onto the thing, right? Right in front of me.
Hey, how tall are the statues? Could you climb up a statue, jump on?
Technically, it's about 5 feet.
Yeah. So can I make running jump onto the thing?
Ramp up the
Go ahead.
statue.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check. The DC is going to be a little bit more challenging just because that's not sturdy earth. It is
I have
patent on
advantage.
advantage.
I'm giants on athletics
Yep.
checks. I'll use bonus action. I get my
be-
frost rune.
Athletics, technically.
Athletics.
Steve advantage. With a 16, and you jump onto this, and as you try to jump off of this, the dirt slides because it's not like you just put dirt on it. It's still fairly loose,
Yeah.
at least for the weight of a giant person on it.
Yeah, I thought with the statue, like I would get some foothold, but
You don't.
in that case,
With a 16, you don't fall flat on your face, but you do land underneath of it.
yeah, I'm gonna use 2 boomerangs then.
That just hits.
Oh. I'll just roll damage twice, or do you want me to roll again? Because I don't have advantage. I can roll again.
Yeah, just roll again. Oh,
Okay, I missed. It is what it is. I haven't taken any damage, so I can't do anything. I'll just stand under it, and I'm like trying to reach it with one hand.
First one's going against you. Constitution save, Shanty.
Oh, that's new.
Say, don't forget you have that boomerang that seemed to hurt the other guy pretty good.
Oh yeah, true.
You succeeded. You are not stunned. Next one's against Rodin.
Oh no, I actually have to do a save.
Dexterity save.
Oh yes, I'm so good at these.
We all seem to be getting saves that we're pretty bad at.
You're slowed.
I'm good.
Oh, that's it.
For the next minute, your speed is halved. You cannot take reactions. You can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
I mean, technically, my bonus action is just me telling my Firefox to attack.
And the final one's going to go against Shino. Intelligence save again.
Oh, thank God for advantage. That first one was a 1. But the second one's a 17 on the die, so that is a 21.
You succeed. That is a good thing you succeeded on that. That is, by the way, 6d8 psychic.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's like a fireball.
Do
It's
I
not
take
worse.
any half? Am I supposed to be taking half?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
So it's a
it is
Just-
all or nothing.
Just making sure.
Rodin, it's your turn.
Well, I can take a action or bonus action, so I'm taking my action to call lightning down
All right. Dex save.
because screw it.
That's a dirty 20. So it takes
We'll
half
take
of that.
5. Alright, that's my turn.
You know,
Move the moonbeam over.
I imagine kind of avoiding the wildfire spirit so you don't vaporize
Yeah.
it
No, no.
as you.
Yeah, doing a little like whoopsie doo. But yeah. So con save.
16.
That makes it. So half damage. $16 half, so 8 points of radiant.
How does it die? It had 7 health left.
Ooh. Yeah, I just want it to be like, kind of like if you've ever had yakitori. So it just basically starts like crisping up, burning on the edges, and then just goes like full black. So I just want to charbroil the fucker with moonlight.
You hear this screeching in your heads. Well, technically, everything within 600 feet hears screeching in their heads as it burns. The tentacles kind of curling inwards until it falls, turning into just dust as it impacts the ground.
Now I wonder if we should call these researchers here if brain suckers are going to come out of the hole.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we probably want to tell them to leave.
Yeah, this is well. But there's also the problem of securing this so we don't have brain suckers wandering the jungle.
be fair,
True.
You could always call them here, let them know what you found, and be like, you might want to just prevent those from getting out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
probably.
can make it their problem.
I think that's a good idea. Like, be like, hey, this shit's coming out of this hole. This is bad. Put a cork in it.
Put a cork in it.
Yeah, get an iris like the Stargates had.
See this problem? It's yours now.
You're also no longer slowed. Yeah. It had a fear ray, an aversion ray, a psychic ray, a slowing ray, a stunning, and a telekinetic ray.
How much health did it have at the end? Like on its last hit? 7, you said?
Yeah,
Mhm.
7.
Would my Firefox have killed it? Let's see. Well, would have hit. Yes. Yes, it would have killed it.
If it didn't slow you, you would have gotten the kill.
I gotta say, I love this god armor.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It makes you look radiant and absorbs
That poor
damage.
mind flare.
That mind flayer. Mind you, the combination between these two is if it incapacitates people, which allows everything to just yeet people like really far.
Like, hey, Squidly, let's have a picnic. Oh no. They just came out for like a weekend
Mind you,
excursion.
They can move things in 30 feet in any direction, like into a well, for example.
Oh, yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that might have been its plan with
Yeah.
Shanty. They kept getting that telekinetic ray.
It ended fine though.
It did. Like, of course, it's hitting the one with the highest strength. That's what's hitting the telekinetic ray.
That wasn't too bad. I think nobody took a single point of damage that combat.
Yeah, y'all rolled high.
It didn't have time to do damage.
The mind flare didn't. No.
I have a feeling if Sheena wouldn't have succeeded on those 2 intelligence saves, she could have gone down, depending on the damage roll. I just rolled really well. Because that's
It does
a
an
lot of-
average of 27 damage on a hit.
Yeah.
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 What's for shits and giggles? 27 and 41.
Yeah. That would have put Gino down.
That would have put me down.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
I
I would have
mean-
downed everyone.
Yeah, well, you have the highest health.
Well, I got
Yeah.
4.
It's all psychic.
Yeah. Oh man, this armor. I might get heavy armor master, but it's such a weird feat.
I got that one the character that basically was already taking half damage if it's not magical.
Yeah.
It was the
if you're a
fortune cleric.
barbarian, yeah. I don't know. I think it's better on like barbarians and stuff because you already take reduced damage, so it really lowers the damage. But I don't think like 3 damage is gonna matter too much. If for the hits, I
Not
do
at high
damage.
levels, I don't think, but low
Yeah.
levels.
I mean, if a bunch of guys are stabbing me with daggers, it'll matter. But you know, how
So
often?
do you wait till the morning, or do you send the flare now?
By the time they get here, it's morning. So
well, they're not going to be here for like
They're
2
gonna be-
weeks, so
No,
or a
no,
week.
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, send the flare now, and then I mean the sun's almost up, right? At this point.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned they're also keeping watch because they're in the jungle.
It'll be brighter at night. We should send, or
Yeah,
I'll
that's
send it
fair.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll send the bird in the morning.
Sounds good.
And I think I'm done digging. If this thing if this pillar doesn't end at 300 feet, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this is too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The pillar nor the well, which I'll call down that far.
What if you're close to the end?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the water table at some point.
You are.
It was 301 feet.
hmm
yeah. When I started flying, I was like, "Ah, god damn it!"
I'm like, this thing's not going to get close to the thing that just turned somebody into silly putty.
yeah, fair. You know,
It doesn't know you can't do that again.
True. Like if I saw that happen, I'd be like, "I'm out of here."
The only problem is it couldn't escape because it has a 20-foot move speed. It can go 40 feet around if it dashed.
Yeah.
But before we continue on, I think this is a good time to take a quick break. You can get drinks, use the bathroom, get something to eat, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I might
Be
need
back
to go
soon.
at some point a bit earlier because I heard something was going on here.
Mm.
But we'll see what happens when we get to that.
Okie doke. Use a meal.
Yeah.
Be right back, everybody.
Bye bye. Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
How are we gonna approach this? Is he gone? Oh, he's here. I hope he okay.
I hope so too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Looking around my place for my cats, and finally found one of them hiding underneath the chair.
Them nasty rascals.
How are they handling the new roommate?
They're doing okay. They don't mind closing their eyes around him. Lyra doesn't mind if he's too close, but she will hiss at him when he does. Like, as if she's saying, "You can stay there, but don't get any closer," even though they're almost nose to nose. So she was like, they kissed at him when he came up on the bed this morning while she was laying next to me, but she didn't jump off of me or bat him away. She basically just was like warning him not to get any closer, and he just went to sleep for a while while she stayed purring next to me. So that sounds like like progress.
My my cat is sleeping right behind me, and it's like face down, chin up, twitching from nightmares.
Aww.
I don't know if it's nightmares or just dreams, but it's still that twitch thing when they're asleep.
Hmm.
Back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Is everyone here?
Believe so. We have Quentin. Tells that she's back. Shuttle. Grizz. Jesse's here. Yeah.
Alright.
Unless Grizz isn't here. I'm just going crazy.
I'm here. I've been talking a few times.
There you are. Yeah.
Good.
Correct.
Everyone
I
here.
thought so.
So, you guys send up the flare. Eventually, in the morning does come, so you can send that
The burb.
the burb. Where did it go?
She
Send
will
that to-
ritually cast it to not burn.
Yeah,
someone's
make sure in the notes that we mention mind suckers. Coming from the hole too.
I gotta figure out.
Although we're
when.
gonna give those to her when we get back. But maybe put that in the message too.
Let me finish chewing and I'll figure out what I'm gonna say. Yeah, so Sheena will like ritually cast and ask hi everybody listening. Is there anybody in the area that's the most errant, please? And she'll just kind of a part of her ritual just ask any of the burbs around if anybody would like to go for a short trip. And then she'll get the information from Field Medic, the sketch that she asked.
Yeah, Field Medic hands it over after tearing it out of the notebook.
Bird kind of flares and perches on one of your horns.
Hi there. Need a favor, but I'll give you a little sustenance for the way, and she'll like pull out some like dried fruit and nuts that they have in their like rations and feed the messenger.
Listening but eating.
I need you to relay a message for me. And this is going to be to Cecilia in Islir, in the city that's right down off the coast. She will relay all the information that they've gathered from the journal, about the depth of the hole, about the creatures that came out of the hole, and all the individuals around the outside that sacrificed themselves, what was on inscribed. Just basically relay everything, all the information they have, and ask her, let them know that we're gonna signal the other research team that this is dangerous. But if she wanted to look into any research to help with this, but it's highly dangerous. Is there anything I'm leaving out, y'all?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
Okay.
Hole with mind suckers coming out of it. Statues goes down.
I kind of want to maybe add something. The long holes that have been buried underneath the statues. Yeah, that was our doing, not originally there. Yeah.
Trash tried to dig to the bottom and never reached it. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Relay that.
Yeah, because what happens if they find it? It's like, oh, what the hell happened here? Maybe they were like already here, and the wells like try to sink through or something. No, we did that.
We're gonna tell that to the researchers that come. Cecilia doesn't need to know that.
And then mention.
Sorry, my bad. I thought she was with him.
No, yeah, two separate things. She'll mention that the something responded to her in deep speech.
Okay.
And that she got the sense that it was some sort of a portal. More than just like a hole. That there was a portal aspect to it.
Okay.
no survivors here.
I mean, can we make the correlation that the deep speech and the mind flayers are in? So it might be going to mind flayer town.
My
Mhm.
Flare Town. That's a good, guess. It's I imagine pretty accurate. And I imagine while you're doing that, Fuma is attaching the drawing to like a foot.
Yeah, and she was like, if it's
Yep.
not too much, and she'll ask if it's okay first, if the bird's okay with
Yeah.
it.
It just kind of sticks to like more kind of like not like it's holding it up, but like kind of like stretching it outward so that way it's more accessible while you're talking to it.
Yeah, and she'll roll it up. And then, if you could give this to her as well, please. And she'll say, thank you for your time. And if you go up the coast just a little bit, there's a really nice place with some really pretty fruit trees up there. They're very tasty if you want some food. And she'll just just give the bird that information. And then send it on its way.
So you see the magic take effect and it goes upwards in the most direct path toward its target. Is there anything you guys wish to do for the week, or do you want to, for brevity, do you want to get to a research and get here?
I feel like
I
there's anything
mean-
else to do other than to replicate their drawing.
Yeah, other than the insanity of keep digging, which I don't think I'm going to do. Not really.
Dig further.
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna reach the water table at some point and just drown.
What happened to trash? Well, they couldn't
Dug
swim.
too deep,
They dug too deep to the well.
or the sides of the hole collapsing because it's just soil. So at some point it's
Yeah.
gonna be not safe.
Yeah, and it's not. That's fine. I don't have like tokens for them all, but eventually, about 3 researchers arrive, along with 6. Would be the Green Guard. What's their names? What did I put as their name again? J Militia. And along with one other individual that's kind of wearing leathers that are and like their hood up and stuff like that, but it's like the color of their clothes is more tied to like the kind of blended with the jungle. It's probably, from what you can tell, because they're leading the way, a guide through the jungle to kind of help navigate. But that person kind of stands to the side as you, as the main group talks to you. I assume you will know exactly what happened.
Yeah. Oops. Yes, very
Mhm.
much so.
Mhm.
Let them know what happened and tell them they might want to get more guards.
Right.
Like, do we have corpses to show them? I mean, 2-week-old corpses, or week-old corpses, but we have,
Yeah, there are bodies that are still
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
there.
But
yeah,
the cultists aren't there, right?
yeah. Those things
Those
vaporized.
things kind of just went away. There's
Mm-hmm.
drier purple goo here.
If you like your brains, you'll get more guards.
Oh, isn't charbroiled calamari up here too?
It's just ash at this point.
Okay.
Kind of fell from 40 feet after being burned and just kind of shattered. He goes. Oh, the guard that seems to be in charge here kind of nods as you say all this, and all right, new parameters. Research team, you are leaving. It's now under J Militia protection. We need more guards. You can guide them back. He points to the guide. Guide them back. And if you don't mind, he looks to your group. If I give you a note to the J Militia, can you let them know that we need more people?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I guess mine suckers are the last thing we want to add to the fun of this jungle.
Indeed. And he kind of scrawls a quick note and winds up and holds it out to somebody.
If you want, I can go ahead and set this ahead of us so they might actually save on a little bit of time waiting for us to get there.
If you could, that'd be nice.
Yep,
A lot of
she'll do
times we have
this.
to be here alone.
Yeah, she'll do the exact same thing. And do we know anybody in town from the Jade Militia?
You know, the child of the captain, Lex.
Got it. Send the note to Lex. And she'll relay
right.
the message to the bird. And she will ritual cast it as well.
You said never worked. As they arrive kind of more in the morning, do you guys leave right away with the research team?
Yeah, I mean, if we might get extra cred for helping the research team get back, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sure.
good.
Sure, yeah.
They would
And make sure they don't get in trouble, you know?
they would appreciate the guard because the guards are currently staying here. They are surrounding this. They are reinforcing everything.
Yeah, just be like, you know, you guys have like a month, hopefully. You know.
Well, less than that since, it took them a week to get here.
Yeah, well, you have 3 weeks. That should be enough time for some new people to get here.
Yeah, especially since you said this right away.
Yeah. So they have a week margin for the new guys to be there and settle in. If they can mobilize that many, because it takes 2 weeks to get here, and they have 3 weeks till the next, give or take, right? So yeah.
Yep.
If
Give or take. As you guys kind of start heading back,
Can I
Next one.
try and look around for some more animals?
you may make a perception check.
Go Rouge. Wait, does he have advantage? He has advantage because it relies on sight. Haha.
22. You not necessarily an animal you haven't seen before, but a rare variant. You see the coloring is kind of almost albino in nature. It seems to be not a blood hawk, but like just more of a not even a hawk. I guess more of an owl, just an owl in general. It's probably the closest body type I can give you.
Okay.
But you've seen other these in the jungle, not this coloring.
And what's the size?
Small, tiny, if anything.
Tiny.
It's about the same size as the Rouge, if not a little bit bigger. Just because it's puffier.
Yeah.
Rouge is more sleek.
If I can, I will try and catch it.
Animal handling.
I have advantage, and I have a +4. Pull the buttons.
All the buttons.
So not that high.
16? Yeah. You
I thought we were before.
managed to kind of coax it off the branch. It takes a bit. But you do coax it off of a branch.
I'm
it
gonna.
kinda-
You go.
It just imagine you kind of coax it with some food and it just kind of takes it and just letting you hold it.
I'll inspect it for now. See if there's anything particular about this one, or if it's just a weird albino version. Which I mean, in which case, I'll try and get it to a safer place because I know albinos do very poorly in the wild in general.
It doesn't really blend in.
Yeah, so I'll keep it with me for now and keep an eye on it. See if there's anything special about it.
I mean, you could start a pet trade.
Yeah. It's not like I'm no, yeah, I could.
On the way back, can Shino try to get some herbs?
Most definitely.
Cool. Ooh, that's good. 25.
25. Yeah, you find actually no more of the red ones on this path because you kind of went past this path,
Mhm.
kind of retracing your steps almost. But you do find with 25 one more of those pearlescents.
Okay, not gonna eat it this time.
Yeah, don't eat it.
We're not going to eat it this time.
Remember how tasty it was, Sheena?
It was very tasty, and it made Corey so pretty. Yeah, I imagine she'll immediately, if that's the only thing she finds, just be like, she'll hand it over to Field Medic.
Just for visual reference, just being in the jungle and all that.
Which item did you say me again?
Pearlescent flower.
Pearlescent flower. Okay, I haven't added that to my list yet. Will do.
For the first nights, though, you guys are taking watches. Question for Trash. Which watch do you take?
I usually go like the one that's right before the morning watch, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah.
I'll say after probably the second or third day, the other individual joins you on that watch.
The other individuals.
The guide that came back with them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, their goal was to get them there, and now they're helping get the researchers back. They have no reason to stay, defend the area.
I mean, she wouldn't think anything suspicious of that, since like I'm assuming they're keeping watch along.
Mm-hmm. As they're kind of sitting watching. They kind of, without turning toward you, kind of turn their wrist. You see the thieves build tattoo.
Right, well, then we're immediately on guard. You know, Like,
Yeah.
just sort of like hand drifting towards weapon.
You seem to be doing well. And you recognize the voice is the only one of the few outcasts. I'll put you over here. And I will share this with the group. Show us the players. And you know that is Zelfine.
I mean, Trash would just respond with like, as well as one who goes out into the jungle and barely makes it back each time. It's not like it's glamorous.
You still prefer this to the Thieves Guild, though? Yes?
She not. She's like, yeah, I get to do what I want to do. I mean, I'm assuming this is this is the person that is sort of my contact, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm friendly with them.
Yeah.
So like,
This is the one that
relax
didn't
a little,
treat you.
but still on edge because she knows they're still.
Yeah. This is the one that didn't. This is probably one of the few that didn't treat you like you were just an object in this group used to get more stuff. You weren't a trick, basically.
I mean, yeah, like I said, she would respond with like, yeah, at least I get to do what I want to do, and these people don't, treat me like a person.
He nods. You were Jack was waiting for you.
I figured he did pay us a visit. Waiting in the sense of ambush, or waiting in the sense of he wants an answer.
There's two questions he wants an answer for now, and she's gonna. At this point, because she was using the kind of crossbow to kind of like scan the area. It's not directly pointing at you, but it's now loosely pointing your direction. Did you have any hand in it?
Any hand in what?
In recent events that just happened, after you left? To this mission of yours?
I'm trying to think. Like, you mean the box?
After.
What, when the idiots like I'm like so after the box, like, you mean when the idiots opened it and let the thing out, or after that?
She's kind of looking at you as you. You don't know, do you? I guess you didn't know.
Obviously not. I mean,
She lowers the weapon again, kind of more points it back outwards. Thieves Guild was attacked recently.
I'm trying to think. Would I think that's a good thing or a bad thing? She's Trash would be like, you really think that I would, be so bold as to attack the Thieves Guild?
Well, you remember the number of enforcers, right?
I was a member, or what? Could you repeat that? I didn't hear it right.
You remember the number of enforcers we had, correct?
She nods. So there were like 4 of them, right? I think you told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are 2 left. Jackal and the Owl.
That would kind of surprise her, because I'm assuming the enforcers were like,
They were elites,
they were elites, basically.
They were put up there because they could keep everybody from not doing what they wanted.
So the two that were taken out, were they like the lower, like, because there's always a ranking. There's always like the elite. Like, were these, are they all roughly equal in?
They're roughly equal. Each one has kind of a specialty.
Mhm.
Owl's specialty is more like determining lies, observing minute motions, and catching things. He's got a very good eye. That's why he's referred to as the owl. Jackals is more combat. The two that died, one is more a little bit more magical in nature. They were more of a, like, they had a little bit of magic to them.
Oh, they were like a trickster-esque.
Yeah. And the other one was, they were known more for their traps. So they weren't more direct combat wise. Out of the 4 enforcers that were fighting and the several thieves, only the 2 remained.
Like, I'm flattered that they think I would be able to take out enforcers, but, and she kind of looks at, like, glances over and she's like, I even though I'm traveling with these people, I wouldn't, like, ask them to help with that kind of stuff. And to be honest, I want nothing to do with. I wouldn't antagonize. I want you to leave me alone, and I want, and vice versa.
I figured.
You don't think it was like the guard or something? I mean,
No, the guard would arrest, or at least attempt to. Listen, we had to move to a different safe house in the city.
I mean, I guess I would be troubled that someone would be bold enough to attack the Thieves Guild. Like, Quentin just disappeared.
Yeah, he had to go to something apparently.
Okay. Yeah, she'd probably be a little like troubled about that because knowing the people that were taken out, but wouldn't think that someone that would do that would have a beef with me. Like, the little calculations going on in the brain. Like, that's 2 less enforcers to worry about.
Yeah, right now there's, like I said, Jackal, Owl, and of course the boss. Those are the 3 higher ups at the moment, and a lot less thieves.
But that does mean a lot more pressure. Ugh. I might be living in the jungle now. You know. You
You're
got room in your
welcome.
apartment.
Yay!
And he
You need a
arrives
roommate, Shino.
Shino would welcome her little cave to anybody. Make a little nook for you.
And here I was listening to this and thinking that, oh dear, they're thinking that
Are you
the
awake
trash
though?
has something to do. No, me out of character.
Oh,
I'm thinking that, oh no, is somebody gonna be trying to blame trash for bad things happening to the thieves?
Probably.
No,
That's what's
Field
going
Medic
on.
is not
I
awake.
have
Field
a
Medic
whole
has
lot of
no idea what's
alibis.
going on.
So I guess I read that this returns to the question of, am I walking into an ambush or not?
Well, I was sent. Well, a thief was asked to accompany this group that was heading out towards you. I volunteered because I couldn't guarantee the others would just shoot first, ask questions later when they got you alone. Or stab first, depending on their motive. means of killing. But I can tell you're not lying. And you were generally confused and surprised.
So, like, part of Trash is like, now if I solve this problem for them, will that get them to leave me alone? But that's a question for Jackal, not her. Hmm.
You know the boss just wants. He's gonna want you more than anything else. If anything, he may want your companions for refilling out the ranks now.
Hmm. Problem. Yeah. I think she would just like kind of nod and go silent, like, and have to think on this really hard, because she's already told the party that they're in trouble because of her. But I think most of my reads in the party is that they'd be indifferent to doing shit for the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I don't think we have any. Do we have any lawful good people in our party?
Not I, said the satyr.
I mean, just the only one that might not go along with it is Shanty, and they're not here to respond on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not okay. The prospect of being forced into doing something that we don't want to do, like, regardless of, moral, like, lawful, whatever, being forced into doing something without, free will to choose to do it is problematic.
But on the other hand, we only have 2 enforcers and a boss and reduced rank. We can take them out. I'm not saying this like in character.
Yeah.
Take them out or take over.
She doesn't like the aspect of being trapped or being forced into, like, some sort of service she doesn't want to.
Yeah, that's the reason that Trash left.
Yeah.
Was A treatment, B like I'm tired of being told to like go do this thing. You get shoved down a chimney one too many times. It gets old.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I guess Trash would just tell her that, like, I mean, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to Jackal. Have him don't, we won't go in guns blazing. Maybe this is something we can hash out a deal. But I also have to take into account, the people that I'm with, whether they agree to it or not.
Of course.
She would like, I guess, like, she doesn't really have a tattoo. She would probably have like a brand,
Hmm.
because like tattoos don't work with fur. And she's like they're not stuck with this. They're not bound to it. I can't ask them to make that sacrifice. But if I have to, she decides.
I mean, is there really any other option? Surprised you survived this long without the way you were.
Crash is just gonna say like, well, there's always options. Based on what you've told me, there's other options. We'll leave it at that.
If you're trying to hide what you're intending the other option to be,
She knows. She's you know,
yeah,
she knows. I think that something would tell Trash, like Trash kind of knows this person, so like they're an outcast too. They might be okay with a change in regime.
mhm.
So, yeah.
Just kind of glances as you say that and looks back over her shoulder toward the, probably not necessarily the big tent, probably because that's probably where most people are, other than Rhoda and Shino. Do you think your group can succeed in that with the reduction? You know, you'd only have to face probably the two enforcers and the boss.
I mean, seeing what they've handled so far, maybe I guess this is out of character, gauging like by our skill level versus their skill level. I'm sure you're gonna like either ramp them up or. Does Trash think that the party could see our at this point, or do you think it would be like a slow game, like a
Hmm.
you know knowing what we've already faced versus
You guys faced quite a lot of big things. If it was all four enforcers and the boss, definitely no, because their skill sets, a lot of them mingled together, which what made them more dangerous. The three that remain, if you include the boss, their skill sets still kind of mingle pretty well together. But you also just saw a brain eater get turned to putty in like 2 punches. So it's possible. Anything is possible. But neither way is a guarantee. The only guarantee is the one way you will probably, more likely, you and your friends will be coaxed to do things that you probably don't want to, or told, not coaxed.
Yeah, like I said, I think this would be something that like she'll discuss with the party before we get back to town. Because we're supposed to a couple days, like we're a while out, right?
Yeah, this is what, probably like the 3rd day in. You gather she gauged when you took your watch normally, and once you realized what time, then she took her watch with you, so she get you alone to either kill you for doing things or to talk to you.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't do it unless I was sleepwalking.
I guess you gather they're more likely making sure you didn't just like tell somebody you thought could take all the things. Go, oh, this is where they are. Or a possible location. Really aware possum.
Nah, they've seen me on the full moon.
They are aware you're not.
Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. Like I said, like, she'd basically like, well, I'll talk to Jackal, but I want to talk to these guys first. And then I guess she'll just leave it at that and go back to watch because she's not like she's just gonna think on things and like there's wheels turning now that she's got this information, because if there is a chance of taking it down, it would be like maybe play nice to get close and then like going for the kill, but we'll see. All depends on what the others think.
imagine you would want to have the conversation before you get back to the city.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have it.
Probably on another camp.
Yeah,
Another
another
night.
camp night. I kind of would want Quentin to be here
Yeah.
for it, so. I don't know if we want to cut session early since he's not here, or if there's other other people,
I don't have anything really that my character would do other than that conversation and heading back to town.
Yeah.
Same.
Like-
I just want to play around with that pearlescent flower once we get back home.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure all the rest of you would be for it, but he's the only one I'm not sure about, and he's not here to answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort
that's
of
fair.
group call like that, we need everybody here.
I am all for that. Alrighty. Then I guess we will call it early for today. You guys defeated Mind Flayer and Mind Witness. What was supposed to be a deadly encounter, according to Kobold.
That I found that thing's not very accurate. You remember the final battles I sent you against?
Yeah. I also
That
ramped
thing
up their
was
health.
Yeah,
And gave them both magic
I did the
resistance.
same thing. I thought I was gonna overkill, especially after the gauntlet of monsters that you had to run first, and you got rid of the main bosses types, the main boss battle really quickly, and I'm like, okay, the gauntlet was supposed to weaken you. It didn't.
I'm not
Thank
sure
you,
that.
Rick, for arcane luck.
Yeah, that was a good suggestion to put on that hammer.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm not.